So, welcome to Mathematics with Teacher Baz, and in this lesson, we'll be talking about average speed. Average speed. All right. So, remember when we were doing the introduction to speed topic, we talked about some formulas which we mentioned speed, distance, time, and also the average speed. All right. So, let's see what we mean by average speed. Now, when we talk about average speed, it means calculating how fast an object moves in the whole journey in the whole journey. So there can be different distance covered at a particular time for each part of the journey. Like taking this question for an example. This number one: a boy walked 80 meters in 15 seconds, then 100 meters in 20 seconds, and finally 40 meters in 5 seconds. So these are the different distances and time covered in a journey. So we are now going to look at the average, like the overall speed for the journey. So let's see how we calculate this. Remember, you must take note that when you are dealing with average speed, the formula for average speed is total distance total distance over total time. Total distance over total time. This is the formula for average speed. So you find the total distance for the journey and then you find the total time. So let's get our total distance. Total distance is equal to, now we have distance 1 here, which is 80 meters. So we have 80 meters, plus we have distance 2, which is 100 meters, 100 meters, and then we have distance 3, which is 40 meters. So 40 meters here. And then our total time, we have total time, which that will be equal to 15 seconds here. 15 seconds plus 20 seconds, 20 seconds, and then plus 5 seconds, 5 seconds. So that means we have a total time of 40 seconds. And then our total distance is 120. That will give us 220 meters. Right, so our average speed will be equal to the total distance, which is 220 meters, all over the total time, which is 40 seconds. All right, so zero cancels, and then that will give us, if we cancel this, 2 year 2 year 11. So that will give us 5 whole number 1 over 2 meters per seconds, which will be the same thing as 5.5 meters per seconds. So this is our average speed. This is our average speed. Okay, so we move to number 2. Let's see solution. The distance between two villages is 7 kilometers. The distance between two villages, take note of this, the distance between two villages is 7 kilometers. Now, um, a man used 1.5 hours to walk from one village to the other. 1.5 hours to walk from one village to the other. So let's break this down to two separate journeys. Two separate journeys. So for the first journey, our distance is equal to, remember we have the distance between the two villages is 7 kilometers. So 7 kilometers, and then the time, the man used 1.5 hours. That will make it 3/2 hours. Okay, so for the second journey, let's take the second journey. Now the second journey is the return journey, so going back is still going through the same distance. So distance is still 7 kilometers, and then the time is what? The time is 2 hours for the return journey. Okay, so that means it was a bit slower in the second journey than the first journey because it took much more time. It took more time for the second journey than the first journey. So let's see our total distance. Our total distance for for journey one and journey two will be 7 kilometers plus 7 kilometers, which that will give us 14 kilometers. And then our total time for the two journeys will be 3/2 hours plus 2 hours So if we put this together, this will give us 3.5 hours, which is equal to 7/2 hours. Right, so we can now get our average speed, which is total distance, that's 14, divided by total time, which is 7/2. So that will give us 14/1 times 2/7, 7172. So the average speed will be 14 kilometers per hour. For sorry, 2 times 2 will give us 4. So that means the average speed will be 4 kilometers per hour. 4 kilometers per hour. So that's how we find the average speed. Your average speed is total distance over total time. Please take note of that. Total distance over total time is your formula for average speed. Right, so you have 7 activity questions to solve. Please do well to look at them carefully, go through them. This is an essential topic. It's an important topic for the upper grade level mathematics and the junior high school mathematics. So thank you for watching. Do well to like, subscribe, and also share these amazing lessons to others. I'll see you in our next class. So we are done with speed, and in our next class, we'll be talking about angles. We'll be talking about an interesting topic called angles. So see you in our next class.